All right. Hey, for this video, we're going to be looking at some specific exercises in Delta Math. And if, let me get this moved. Here we go. So what I specifically want us to take a look at is how to solve an inequality in Delta Math. This is level 2, linear inequalities in Delta Math. And I will post this this video to my YouTube channel. So if you want to go on there and check that out, it's nothing special. It's just math videos. So, and that YouTube channel is John Christensen. Anyway, so if I let me get this thing moved out of the way, and here we go. So I'm looking at this inequality over here. I'm going to write it out here: negative c minus 3 times negative 8c minus 2 is less than or equal to 3c plus 7 minus 1. Okay, so actually solving an inequality is not that much different than solving an equation. There is a key difference, and we will be looking at that here in a few minutes. But, at the beginning, steps are the same, right? Step 1 of this inequality needs to be that we will simplify each side. We're going to look for parentheses that we can clear, and I see some right here, right? So if I clear this, I'm going to take this negative 3 and apply it to both of those interior terms. And so I get negative c plus 24c, right, plus 6 is less than or equal to this side. And I'm not going to rewrite this side yet. And then we need to combine like terms over here, which we do have some, right? Negative c plus 24c is 23c plus 6. And then I'm going to turn my attention to the other side of this inequality, and I do have something simplified there, 7 minus 1. So I have 3c plus 6. So as I'm looking at this now, actually we're not going to be hitting on that a special case that we would have, but so we'll talk about that at another point. But right now, I'm still just treating this as if I'm solving an equation, right? I need to subtract 6 from both sides, and I need to subtract 3c from both sides. That'll get my variables all on one side and my constants all on the other side. And so I get 20c is less than or equal to 0, right? And so, and then I go ahead and finish up, right? Step 4 would be to using the multiplication division properties of equality to divide by 20 on each side. And so c is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so that's what I've got. And so if we go over here and put that in, let's just check it. C is less than or equal to 0. Right there, yes, and that's a good problem. Okay, let's see if we can, we're going to do one more because I just want to make sure that you are on top of this, and I don't want anybody to feel like I didn't cover something well enough, especially me. So let's write this one out. We have negative h plus 5 times 2h plus 7 is less than or equal to negative 4h minus 5 minus 9h. So step 1, we need to clear our parentheses here. So we're going to do that, right? Apply the 5 to both terms in there to get negative h plus 10h plus 35 is less than or equal to, and then I have the other side, right? And now I've got like terms I can combine here. Negative h plus 10h is 9h, and I have plus 35, okay? And then is less than or equal to, and then over here I've got like terms on the right side to combine. Negative 4h and negative 9h is negative 13h, and then that's minus 5. And now I can, on to step 3, I'm going to add, and 2 and 3, I'm going to add and subtract the variables and the constants to get everything to one side or the other. I'm going to add 13h to each side. I'm going to subtract 35 from each side. All right. This is basically 2 steps at the same time. And so 9 plus 13 is 22. So I have 22h is less than or equal to, and then negative 5 minus 35 is negative 40. Okay. And then we're on step 4, which is to do your division or multiplication as the case may be. And what do I get? I get h is less than or equal to negative 40 over 22. Now that's not our final answer. We need to take this number and reduce it, right? So this is going to reduce if I divide by 20, or not 20, if I divide by 2 here, I am going to get 20, all right, 20 over 11. And it's negative, of course, negative 20 over 11. So h is less than or equal to negative 20 over 11. So, a good point there to note is that you're not always going to have, right, we're not always going to have good, solid, I need to get this thing out of the way. Good numbers, just plain old integers. We definitely would have some fractions. So now hopefully this is right and I don't silly. Okay, I'll move this again. Yes, it is. So that's my video on solving linear inequalities level 2.